face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
It's still weird because I can't hear it when I'm on my phone.
Really?
Not at all.
You hear me though when I say something?
Yeah, I heard that. Did you hear me saying? Can you hear me?
No, I unmuted myself.
I
was like, I can do that.
Oh, that's cool. We can have back show conversation while it's going.
Nice. Hey, can you all sign autographs after the show? RC Jeep guy, what's going on, you guys? Super one-handed first.
There you go.
What's over?
Harley's already
we can't
trolling on your stupid shirt. Did he? I don't know if he heard. Yeah, he hasn't heard about our shirt yet, has he?
No. How far along are we on that?
Shipping to all Hot Topics in the Northwest and Northeast region.
Yeah. Very nice.
So, so that way people can go pick them up in person.
The MSN HD shirts?
Yes, we're looking at
Almost Live.
Hobby Towns next.
Hobby Towns can carry it? Through A-Main or no?
We're going there. We're going there, yeah. So, now that they're owned by A-Main, technically.
Yeah. Oh, don't you worry, Josh. We've got some ideas cooking. We just need to know how much of your persona we can show.
Yeah.
And get away with copyright laws and fair use. It's not really fair use, but how much do we have to disfigure you while still making you look like you?
But just slightly disfigured.
Yes.
No, I did not get some new Hustlers. I'm finally building a set of wheels that I've been wanting to build forever. And I can, so they're on the Maxxis Trepadors. Lighting is kind of sucky right now. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Pablo's mic must be broke. No, he's on his phone today.
So
his computer needed to be used for business.
Yeah.
Purposes.
Yep. So we is it going through my iPhone or is it going through my earbuds?
I don't think Safari allows it to go through your earbuds.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
I thought it would sound better on.
Maybe it does Bluetooth, but before Safari would not allow other microphones to be connected. Like you couldn't use like the Rode or DJI or anything like that. So
right.
But
through the tin can, then the phone. Well, I do what I can.
I'll bring the extra bass for you. I'll just eat this thing as I'm talking.
Whoa.
Hey, so I got some new cool stuff. We can start with that.
Look at you.
Yeah, I got the Unity 24 motor in the mail today. Or was it yesterday? I think it was today.
Sound check. How's this? I just changed it. Any better? Any worse? Camera 1, camera 2.
Do they allow you to do that now? That's pretty cool.
Well, it just said, it said earbuds or the other one.
Sounds better to me.
Huh?
Sounds better to me.
Does it? All right. Yep. Well, we'll go with it. Sorry.
So, yeah, Unity 24, which will go in an STX 24. But I was getting ready to put the other one in because I thought that's what they'd sent me in the first place. But they'd actually sent me the one for the Red Cat. So I'm going to put this in the Ascent. I'm super stoked about that.
Nice.
And apparently this receiver that you get, I just lost a piece of it.
The broken one?
Just
the broken receiver?
Will work with their stock radio.
Oh, that's cool.
Stock radio with this receiver.
Nice.
So, yeah. So my Red Cat's about to get some upgrades.
Nice. That's cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
And even though this looks big, it's really just the size of the stock motor pretty much. So should just drop right into it. No
Nice.
problemo. So I've got an Endura underdrive transmission. That basically is like overdrive, but
For the rear.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
It's a transmission, so it lowers
Transmission.
everything, but it also sends more to the front. But while the gear ratio is dropped, so you get a little slower crawl speed, which should be good. This motor is pretty fast anyway, so
yeah,
you'll get the best of both worlds from it. So yeah,
that's cool.
But this is the one for the SCX24, so I'm stoked about that. I'm just not fast anymore about getting stuff out like the day I get it. Life's a little too busy for that these days.
Yeah, I hear you. We got school starting real soon, so everyone's like just going crazy, going all over the place trying to get things done. So it's been kind of hectic around here lately. I don't know if everyone else's kids are already in school, but ours don't start until the 4th, I think. So what's going on, Eminem's kids?
Yeah, yes, Bonita. We were talking about the Boom Racing Hustlers, and yes, they are the worst tire. You are very right about that. I think so Pablo funny. And I was like, wow, I just got these. These are amazing. Like, these new tires are so good. I'm like, that's just because you've been running Hustlers this whole time. You just had no idea what was capable.
Yeah.
But Haywire says, happy talk your face off until teeth start flying out of your mouths and your wife put earphones on. My teeth are almost that bad, but they're not quite that bad.
Ooh.
I've never had good teeth.
I'm one of those weird people that this sounds really gross. Melina's like, my wife's always like, don't tell people that because that's not very good. I'm like, what? But I don't go to the dentist.
Scrambler.
I don't go to the dentist ever. Mine is like my teeth never. I don't get cavities or anything like that. I hate going to the dentist, so I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna go. I boycott it.
Yeah, he's saying that the Hustler comment: pot meat scrambler.
Yeah. That's funny.
Travis is painting his Unimog.
Nice.
3D printed one. Hey, Dirk.
Nice. My daughter's almost done with her B7.
Oh well.
I have done like so little of
Siri
helping her on
thought I wanted to call Dirk.
Uh-oh. You're like, that is not what I wanted, Siri.
It's literally calling him right now.
Uh-oh. Like, hey, Dirk.
I just heard calling Dirk.
He's like, now I got to get off my phone, watching the show to pick up the stupid call.
He's not watching because he would have answered that.
Oh.
He just checked in. He's got us on mute. He's just talking with the people in the comments. I think that's what's happening.
Did you see that Escalade question or Expedition?
Jestalade, baby.
There you go. There you go.
To the Jestalade.
Flash of void sugar equals happy teeth. Well, see, that's the thing. Last time I went, the dentist was like, they're like, so you drink coffee? I was like, yep. They're like, how much? And I was like, more than you want me to. Do you drink sports drinks or energy drinks? I was like, yep. And this is a while ago when I used to drink them a lot. Same thing. They're like, we would have never thought you do all that. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, I just I take care of them, I guess. But I got some old cavities from when I was like 12.
Yeah.
That are probably needing, I don't know. Are you supposed to do refills?
Yeah, a lot of times they'll redo them because they'll kind of break down.
Yeah. I've got some that are kind of bothering me a little bit, but not enough to go. I hate going to the dentist.
Oh man, I don't mind it. I can fall asleep in the dentist chair with the drills going and everything. It doesn't bother me one bit.
Ugh.
Pat Smahi is back in. We talked about his
Hey.
event last week. Talked about his
Yes.
awesome motorcycle driving.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to have on the 31st the AVRC comp in southern Wisconsin. And I
Yeah.
think that's where Scale Metal Supplies, Andre, right? They're doing
Yep.
the 5K at that one.
5K Enduro, I think is what he's calling it. Something
Yep.
along those lines. So fitting I'm wearing a Scale Metal Supply shirt today.
That's a really cool one, too.
It is.
It's a very cool one.
Yep. I like it. I need to do some dude, I've been so like not having like we didn't race last weekend because we did a family thing. And I'm like, I wish we had, but we just haven't had time to. Luckily, this week, both the tracks were closed because they're doing a reset. So we weren't able to get out there. My daughter is finishing her build right now, her new B7. So that'll be done by tomorrow, hopefully. And I got to paint the body still. And then we have the track opens at noon on Friday. And then we got to go out there and run the track and practice. And then we've got quals on Saturday, mains on Sunday.
Yep.
And oh yeah, I have a couple deadlines I have to have done by Tuesday. So I'm like, don't know when
And I'm trying to get you to do a project too. So
yeah,
keep you busy. Keeping you
those
busy.
ones are easy though. Those ones are easy for me. These other ones are like including powder coating and all that kind of stuff that I got to manage, which sucks. What's a good track in Arizona? I don't know.
Everywhere. Just go outside.
Well, I don't know about for racetracks. Might be a little hot.
I was thinking off-road.
Mm,
Crawl over some rocks and dirt.
scorpions.
Hey, so I brought another something up here too that I got.
Let's see. Let's see your other something.
I need to glue the top up. You probably saw it. I mean, I did the video on it already.
Is this your new Barbie thing? I'm just kidding. Oh, that's yeah. I was wondering if we were going to talk about that today.
Yeah.
Because you made your first runs with it, right?
Yep. I did the first comp with it. I did all right.
Yes. Yeah.
I may have bailed a little early on the competition after I hit a gate because I thought that people were scoring way lower than they were.
Mm,
I was told there's like 11s and what, and there's different classes too. But
yeah.
Yeah, once I hit a gate, I figured I was way out of it anyway because I'd already done several winches. But yeah, some people got really low scores. I did not.
Mm.
I was like fourth or fifth.
First
it wasn't
time.
a terrible score, but I also kind of realized like, I think the biggest issue that I have with this is just how long the skid plate is on the chassis.
Oh, yeah. Gets hung up a little bit.
Yep.
High center.
Bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it also could do with, I've never really liked links that have the plastic ridge here.
Mm, yeah.
I prefer like solid metal ones
Man,
that don't have
bougie.
that. So
you're about the bougie stuff. You're like, I like the solid 24 karat gold.
Well, I saw when Trax just did it. I'm like, man, I hate their links.
Yeah.
They came out with brass links for the TX4M. I'm like, man, it'd be really nice if you didn't have those huge hips on those.
Yeah.
What are they called again? The little black pieces? Rod ends.
Rod ends. Yeah, that's what I call them.
Just rod ends. But
just rod ends.
I'm not sitting at my table where I have all my little pieces of white tape with my notes or words like pillow balls and different things on it. Like stinking. They just never come to mind. And I'm like, what is this stupid thing called again?
We beat Medicare.
The piece that goes flying across the room when you try and you lose it all the time. But also we ran it on 2S because 3S overheated. So I need to look at the settings for the ESC and make sure that there's not something like drag brake or something that might be on 3S with me going as slow as I go and all that. If it's just kind of fighting it or what. So, but the K-Tech stuff on this is beautiful. The anodized pieces that they do, it's so killer.
That's the brand K-Tech?
Yeah. And the transmission in here is like a blue too. You can't really see it a little bit. You can. It's so nice, man. No, but the whole build he did an awesome job. And, you know, for first time running it, like literally first time running it, other than on flat surfaces or the little Kyosho cardboard pieces. Like I literally put it on the track and I had not run it over anything to know how it was going to respond. It did really good. Like it did really good. So I'm excited. What I want to do is run my other truck that I always run. My typical comp truck.
The green one.
Yep. Do it first. Just see, how if it, because I know how it handles. So I would do the lines first with it, then come back and try and do it with this, and then see the difference.
Yeah.
Like, so I need to do that coming up. But
speaking
overall, it performed really well, and the scramblers were on point.
Nice.
Which was good.
I was gonna say, speaking of transmissions, that new Reefs one looks pretty sick. I like it. It was interesting because I watched the install video or part of it, and I was surprised that it seemed at first glance, I don't know if I watched the whole thing, but it doesn't mate up with anything stock, which I could see as good and bad. But
what would you want from the stock?
Skid. I just mean the stock skid. Like if you're using a stock skid from something.
It's just aluminum. It's basically because K-Tech makes flat ones.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the Reefs one.
Oh, the new one they did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got confused. I missed the transition.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was talking about the Reefs one, which looks awesome. Yeah. So Harley says most of the small transmissions are like that, you have to drill your own holes and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
Oh, you were shocked that it didn't match up with the holes already. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like I thought it would be maybe
it doesn't need to if it's smooth as butter, as Ease is saying.
Right.
And he knows his stuff.
Yeah. I'd like to get my hands on one of those. Here's one, first one, all built. Looks pretty good.
Does look
pretty
really
okay.
Good.
Pretty okay. Ooh, that looks okay.
He makes aluminum beauties.
I know. They are so nice. So nice.
So Brian Kochner, I should have said, is the person who built this. B. Kochner. So if you see him in here and you do not follow him on YouTube, go over and click subscribe on his channel because his builds are insane. His videos are some of the detailed stuff like we used to see in the beginning of build videos. Early days of build videos. RC Sparks, RC Overkill, Harley, all those guys, as they'd go through and really dial out everything they're doing to it.
Yeah.
His is a multi-stage process through it before the video is done, as it's coming together, and it's killer. And then testing and everything. I mean, and he did it with all 3 sets of wheels and tires.
Oh, wow.
Weighting and everything. It's insane. Like, it's a long video, but you're just like just watching and like amazed at everything he puts into it. Like it's the kind of stuff that you just leave on and keep watching. So, no, I mean, I absolutely love it. And so I think next week or this week. So I took here. Okay. So I didn't back up. Last Thursday we comped, and I'm back. I have Thursdays open again. So I went comping. I comped this for my 24 scale.
Okay.
I comped 18 scale with the Red Cat Ascent, and I comped 10 scale.
Ooh.
Yes. With my Vanquish carbon
Okay. And how'd you do?
So I started with
See, what
24
happened was.
scale. I started with 24 scale. I started with this. We had the little overheating issue after a couple gates.
Yeah.
Put in the other thing, and I mean, I was guessing it was overheating because I charged the battery up. We tested it was at like 3.9 still, but it sucked that battery down quick. Like, so
Okay.
something was was drawing the battery like crazy. He says he had to set the high for startup power, so maybe I don't know. I'll look into it. It could be tuning stuff. But honestly, it ran so good on 2S. It doesn't need 3S in my opinion, especially on the small courses we run.
Yeah.
I don't have anything where I need that much wheel speed, and I preferred the extra trigger pull in the lower range of it, like slow. I
Yeah.
just drive so slow, so the 2S actually worked better for my driving style. Anyway, so did this one, swapped over to the 18 scale, which I didn't record, and my truck is running stock most everything. I had to put metal drive shafts in because I busted, but I don't really see that as a performance thing. It doesn't really affect handling, driving of it. It's just a durability thing.
Okay.
Put the metal drive shafts in.
Sure.
But I did change the wheels and tires. So the J Concepts tires with brass wheels just needed some weight down low, but it's stock motor, stock servo, and took first place.
Nice.
And Dana has probably the coolest 18th scale Ascent that I've seen. It's barely an Ascent.
Yeah.
And it drives like a 10 scale. It's so amazing. Like, anyway, he knows what he's doing. His build's amazing. He just had a weird hit on a gate, and so I was lucky in that he did hit a gate, and it allowed me to take the debut on that. But then at the very end of the night, I was gonna leave, but I saw that there wasn't like a huge line for the 10 scale, and I'd brought mine, and I said I was gonna run. So I decided to run it.
So you're like, this is happening. Move over, boys.
Yep. And I got through the whole course with one winch
and
no gate. So I got a +2 and 1.
That was good enough for 1. Oh, nice. P1. Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Good job.
So I think the other score was a 4. And so the last gate I was struggling, man. But I was bound to, if I was going to lose first, I was going to be out of the top 3. I was going to go through that gate and hit it instead of taking another winch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to. So I just kept working it until it. Hey, Slater's RC was there. He was actually judging me. Yeah, last minute run and knocked me out of 3rd. Oh, I knocked you out of 3rd? Sorry,
what
dude.
A jerk.
And it was his first time comping. So Slater's RC's been in here. I thought it was a different Slater that's up there with us this whole time. But he introduced himself.
AC Slater?
Not. Yeah, there's not AC Slater. But he like builds a ton of stuff.
That's
like
cool.
Crazy builds. He's here on YouTube as well.
Nice.
But he builds them more than he comps them. But he was convinced to come out by a buddy, and he did good, man. He did real good. So he had a pretty slick build with some of the inserts from Exo Caged, and it was ready to rock and roll. The whole course, I mean, there's like 2 or 3 spots where I think most people had issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Travis helped me winch. He got my winch in.
Nice.
So
I miss crawling.
And that
like
thing,
crawling.
that Vanquish is. I didn't build it, so I can't speak to that. But Travis built it just pretty much by the book.
Yeah.
And then we added a Reefs Raw 500 servo.
Nice. Good choice.
That's what I had. I had an Operation 11 Charlie one we stuck in there. And then the Fusion system, 2300 kV Pro.
Yeah.
And
winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, I mean it handles so good. What I like to say is it handles like my 24 scale comp trucks do. So I never had a real purpose built 10 scale comp truck,
You went
and
the other
everything was
way.
based
Yeah.
off of So I'm like, man, I don't have anything that handles like these. I don't really like comping the 10 scale. They don't perform
Right.
like
Right.
these do.
It's hard to get them to reach like the 24 scales for some reason. I don't know if it's just the balance overall or whatnot, like the ratio of weight. Like you'd probably have to put a lot more weight on the axle for it to do that, or on the knuckles. But yeah, that's what I've noticed. It's hard to get them to, unless you're doing like a total like cheater rig, then they can kind of do it. That's the part I guess that I miss about crawling, is that we used to have, like, they weren't really crawling comps, but they were scale trail things where we still kept track of score.
Yeah.
And they weren't like, I
Oh,
don't
these
really
are comp
consider.
courses. Like they're meant to be difficult gates.
Right.
We
Well,
build we build for the gates. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean, is that I don't really consider like, cheater trucks or whatever. It's just purpose built. But
Right.
but there's a big difference between like a trail truck competition versus a full on, truck like yours going out there and comp. They're not in the same category. But that's the part that I miss, because we used to do like the trail truck comps where you would just go out there and run it and try to keep track of your score. And I didn't ever really care about score, but it was just fun to like keep score and to figure out kind of what your truck was capable of or not.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part.
That's what a lot of ours involves hills and dirt and loose dirt and trying to, climb up a hill and not tumble to the bottom, and a lot of times you just get sketchy going up and tumble down and take points or whatever that way. But it was more trail built. Like it wasn't about being low and climbing rocks and doing all, like I never had anything to do with this until Michigan. Yeah. Everybody else was trail truck built stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good night. I mean, it's just fun in general. I love being able to get back out there and do it.
Yeah.
And more than anything, that was, even just hanging out with Slater's RC and just doing it, that was the fun of it for me. Like, and Vanquish made it way easier to get into the game. Like, because I was trying with my Ecto and some of that stuff and trying to build stuff that would kind of be close to what the guys here were doing. And I was nowhere close to keeping up with
you got to put a lot of work into it. Yeah. Element doesn't really have that type of rig. You got to build it up to get there.
And I was buying stuff though. Like, I was getting the stuff from Pirates, and scale metal supplies and all kinds of stuff. And
it's the chassis. It's the geometry of the chassis is what really helps that out.
Yep. Yeah. The steering mounts, all kinds of different things. But yeah, so, and these guys up here, so many of them are into manufacturing and fabrication and that kind of stuff. And so they're custom doing so much. And it's such a gearhead, like real one-to-one truck type community up here too. I mean, the off-road stuff is insane up here. So, and mud trucks and all kind, snowmobiles, dirt bike racing, all of it is huge here. So, they have a big leg up on me, someone like me who doesn't have any of that, and then then having that Vanquish, like I can drive, like I know how to run them, and I've learned to kind of spot lines. Like that was the other thing, is I didn't get to watch anybody run the course.
Oh yeah,
because it was in a different room, and so there was one person in front of me who was already at the end when I was starting. So Slater gave me some. I think it's Justin Slater. Call him Slater because that's what's showing up on here, Slater. But yeah, so just following him and kind of some of the stuff he would say, like, you're going to want to winch here because, pretty much everyone's needed it. You're going to slide off of this. So that's the one where we needed it. The other one, he just watched me struggle. Yeah, no, I took the winch because it was already going. So I would have probably had to, before I even dropped in, just gunned it through it, like basically jumped through it. Probably would have actually worked looking back at it. I probably could have, from the top of the hill,
bounced
kind
it
of
up,
full throttled through and kind of cleared it. That'd have been probably the only way to get through it without a winch.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you run a good chance of hitting it because who knows what the control is when you hit the jump. But
Right.
So yeah, but it was an awesome time, and I mean, I can't say enough good things about that VRD Carbon. Like, it's insane. Like, I have my just in this past year, and both honestly built by Travis. I have my 2 favorite trucks that I own for running, which is the VRD for the comp style courses, and then the Unimog for just trailing.
Yeah.
Is my I love how it looks doing it, and I love how it handles doing just trail stuff. So those are like my 2. I'll be chopping block in. I'll be putting several of my crawlers on the chopping block now that I have these. So
someone asked just a second ago, what tools do I use? I think it said, I can
like
barely see
energy.
because it's small. This is associated, or factory team. This one.
I see the FT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it their multi-tool?
Yeah. So the reason why I like
inch.
Exactly. So the reason why I like this is because it goes into my power tool. I'm just not using it right now because it makes a lot of noise. So, but yeah, these are very versatile. We have at the track and then, on our race box, we have like some cheaper kind of no-name brand ones, but they have the replaceable tips. So if anything happens, I just replace the tips with the factory team ones. I haven't had it much. I mean, I wrench, I would say a considerable amount. And the factory team ones, I haven't broke one, but they will round out over time. But I mean, there's a lot of wrenching going on, so I'm kind of okay with that. And that's what's nice about this multi-tool is that you can buy the 1/4-inch drive ones, the factory team, if it runs out or if it rounds out, and replace it. So it's nice. It's a little heavy and a little bigger, which I like because I've got some meat paws, as they say. Don't need 50 different drivers. Exactly. That's how I feel too. He says he doesn't like this, or he likes the speed bit style. Yep. That's how I am. Cause I'd rather put my little bits up and just grab a bit as I go rather than have like a bunch of drivers on the table and like picking each one up. Which one is this? But
yeah,
I was going to say in reality for the racing stuff we do, we only need 3, maybe 4. So it's not too bad.
The multi-tool that I had out for a while, which I don't plan to restock. I feel like there's enough other ones out now. And also I feel like enough of them sold to people that would want one. I mean, we've sold a lot of them.
They're awesome.
So, but I just got a message from somebody just saying like, hey, like this tool that I bought from you for, being low to mid priced is the best thing that I bought. The bits haven't rounded out on me, whatever. So that was a cool email. Usually I get a message from somebody and it's like, I usually am like,
take a shower.
What's it gonna be? And it's usually like, am I bringing this back, or are you still doing the jumps and the ramps, or do you still have bodies for the mini monster trucks, or are you gonna bring those back? And so it's every once in a while I'll get like hey, this servo isn't working anymore, and I just ship them a new one. It hasn't happened that much that I even worry about it. Like, so we've had a few of the honey badgers go. I've probably only replaced 15 of them at this point, and I know some of them have just been beat. I know a couple of them even locally that we did that were, it's just it's not worth fighting over. It's like, here's a new one. So because I've had so few of them go that reached out to me at least. I'm sure some people probably felt like they hit the life of it and it went, or they did something stupid and didn't say anything, but
nothing's going to last forever. I think people got to realize that.
But yeah, so to get that was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, that was a cool. Thanks for taking the time to send me the message. Coming to my website and writing a whole thing about it. It literally just came in yesterday night.
That's cool.
So, speaking of the tools and everything, I'm looking to see where it went.
So AA asked what I'm putting the wheels and Trepadors on. I don't know yet. I just have wanted the Trepadors for a while. And so I decided to splurge and I picked myself up. It's a liter, a cola. Yes, it's not a 2 liter. It's just a single liter, I guess. I don't
They
know
still make 1 liters?
Here in Washington State, 1 liter, 1.4.
Remember the big mouth Pepsis they used to make?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't drink pop too often. Well, I guess I do, but I felt like I had to leave the shop today for a little bit. I was like, I got to get out of here. So I went and I was like, what am I going to get? I got way too much sugar. I got a pop. And then I got, what else did I get? A couple candy bars. Oh, so real quick, I guess this would be a little bit of mail call. So we did get my daughter's car. That's almost built. And then I got some new batteries.
Oh, yeah?
Some new Reedy batteries.
Ooh.
One of these is open.
Zap something?
Yeah, Zappers. 6100.
Dang. Still looks small.
I know. 130C.
High voltage.
High voltage.
Dang.
Graphene. Silicon graphene. So I got 2 of those. So now the problem was on my son. So now my son and I are running the RC8 4.0 and it runs saddle packs. And so I'm like, we need better saddle packs for that. So we got those. And then factory team, this is only for race nerds, I guess. For the B7, they now have carbon fiber battery mounts.
Which to lock it in place. That's cool.
Yeah.
What were they before? Plastic?
They were plastic, and Dalton. No, they were plastic, and he had a really strange crash. Like it wasn't his fault. He was running, and I don't know if the other car jumped the track or just got turned around on the track, but they went head on, like pow, and it hit so hard that the battery holds are like little C's like this. Yeah. It hit so hard that it broke the 2 front ears off of the whole thing. Like It was crazy. Yeah. So I was like, well, looks like we're getting carbon fiber now. So, but yeah, so we got to put those on for the next race, which will be nice. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Thanks. Wheel number 2 or 3?
No, 3. I'm already on 3. I was thinking about changing out the wheels and tires on Lazarus if I had time.
Ooh. You put those ones on it?
No.
You got another set? Hey, I got that message. I'll read it. It said, bought a CCXRC Mighty Toolkit 2 years ago. Still using this thing for everything 124th and beyond. Use the 2.0 hex for building AR1, another number that's less than 4 or higher than 4 and less than 6. Goes pew pew.
Oh,
AR.
Okay. Yeah.
And the rest, if you mention things, they just ding you. It's so weird. And the rest of the kit for the SX 24 cent and tracks is 1/10. Says, first RC tools I ever bought, and I beat the hell out of it for 2 years. Thanks for providing a budget toolkit. It exceeds expectations.
Nice.
And made sure I got hopelessly addicted to wrenching on all kinds of RCs. So cool, man. Like, I mean, that was just one of those things like, well, thank you for taking the time to send that.
Yeah.
Matthew.
That's very cool. Very, very cool.
Just search just for Wix. Found it.
Mm.
I was up late watching the news and the live news that was taking place last night. So waiting for the speakers to get on stage, and that popped in.
Aha.
Made my day. Made my
Nice.
day.
After watching that, probably.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, please.
I mean, I was in and out. I don't ever sit on it, but I was just waiting to see.
Yeah.
They were just running late, getting them on.
Yeah. I didn't want, I think I might have fallen asleep or like passed out or I don't know what. Or no, last night I had a board meeting.
Did you fall asleep or did you pass out?
I know. I wanted to pass out. I had a board meeting last night that I was like, stopped. It was like, I don't have beer in the house a lot. So I stopped and bought one of my tall cans or whatever. And I had like, it takes like half of one, if that. And then I'm like, especially late at night. So I was like trying to watch the highlights, but then I woke up at like 1:00 in my own bed. And my wife's like, can you go sleep in Dalton's bed? He's, no, he wasn't feeling well, I guess. And so I got booted out of my bed and had to go sleep in a race car bed. It's like, sweet. So, but
Dana just sent me his latest build. He's working on the cheat code V3. It looks sick.
Does anyone else build tires like this or work with tires and then touch their mouth and immediately regret the decision of touching their mouth?
So bad. Yeah.
Oh,
so
terrible.
Bad. Yep.
So bad.
Tanker T68 says he blew one of the servos, but he said it's way too heavy for it. It's his own fault. Should have reached out to me. You could still reach out to me. I know a guy. You might not want to still put it on that truck, but you could use it for something else.
Yeah. What do the Vanquish tires taste like? False news?
Come on.
Oh, just kidding.
So there's two things we'll go back to. One, Pat Smahi. I don't know if you're still here. Hopefully you are, and this will help you. But his local hobby shop is putting a mini crawler course and is open to having comps. You guys always shoot for about the same number of gates and time limit. Wondering what the sweet spot is there for indoor. That's a good question. And then Dirk was asking about the Arctos and my thoughts on it from Hobby Plus.
Oh, is that the 6x6?
6x6 Arctos.
Wait. Stop the show. Did you see Big America's 6x6?
Big America's 6x6 is the coolest thing on the internet this week.
Right?
We'll pull that up too. We will pull that up too.
I didn't.
He showed the pictures of it. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but he's not going to do anything with it. Nope, I was wrong. He totally did everything with it, and it was awesome. It was so good.
I know. I woke up and I was
so much cooler with the 6x6.
I know. I was like, what is this? Like, and it looks so menacing. Like he needs a 3D printed maximum overdrive face for the front just to have it on the show.
So we'll show it. It's so good. Harley says the Pro Lines taste the worst. I saw another comment up here from
that's why I said,
Ryan.
What does his tires taste like?
Yeah, the Vanquish. Like, I imagine Harley has a doctor's stainless tray on a rolling stand with all his tools and arms length for ready for surgery. Rubber gloves. Big America always breaks the internet. I mean, it's so good. Let's get back to that. I want to answer Pat's question really quick. What we do, I mean, everybody else does things different.
Yep.
And it depends. Again, we have a really awesome setup, and so we have multiple courses set up. And so at one point, we would do 2 different sections of about 12 to 16 gates, something like that. And we'd run, so you'd finish one section, add up your score. Then you'd add the second section to your score. So it's like one course, but it breaks it up so multiple people can be running at one time.
That's smart, though. That's smart. I like
even
that.
if it's on the same course, we do it on 2 different halves or whatever, and have one people going up one side of the course, and on the other side have another section going. Recently, we've just been doing one long course, and then we have it so it wraps around. So by the time people get so far, you can start having other people start. So you don't really need 2 courses.
I like the idea of you breaking it up, though, so that you can kind of like regroup a little
Yeah.
bit. You know what I mean? Like take a breather, because that's a lot of gates.
16 or
Well,
32?
if you went 32,
Yeah, we do quite a few gates. I would have to ask Travis. I don't know if he's still in here. What we've been doing recently, but I would say it's over 20.
yeah,
It's probably 24 gates or so.
total
If it's
or
just
per
one
slide.
course. Well, it's only been one course recently,
Oh, I see.
so I'd say somewhere it's a lot. But people are coming out and
20
gives
to
them to
25, he
run
says.
20 to 25. Yeah, so that'd have been my guess. I think before we were normally somewhere in the 12 to 16, but one might have 16, but then the other would only have 12. It was never like 32, really. I don't feel like it was ever that
Yeah.
huge, but we don't have time limits either.
Mm.
So
What's the tiebreaker?
you do a comp off. Usually we'll run the course backwards, and the first person to have to either do reverse or anything that
So
would be a point loses.
second tiebreaker's ray gun but dance off.
Yep.
Okay.
Battle Dance a Unicorn. Ray gun dance off. I like it. That's mean. Poor girl.
It's pretty awesome. I mean,
Good night, Aaron.
later, dude.
And we're doing 12 to 14 for the 18 scale. So that's the other thing. So we run two different size sets of gates for the 18 scale and then another section for the 24 scale. But yeah, Bull Gear, what's up?
Very nice. Oh, that's some sad news about one of our local hobby shops. I saw that one of the hobby shops we don't have any in town, but in town adjacent to me is closing down. A hobby town
Really?
is closing down. Hobby Town Everett.
Wow.
Yeah. They've had a lot of problems with vandals and outlaws, but that's what happens. But yeah, so I found out that they're closing down, which sucks. They posted something about a sale, but I haven't been able to drive by. They posted that last week, like on Friday. It's like, come on, man. But the other hobby town in Redmond, which is a new it's not new, but they've got a new location. I think I told you about it, how awesome it was. They are now sponsoring the Die Hard RC.
Oh, yeah.
Trucks. Yeah, so that's
Nice.
cool. It's sad to see one thriving so much and one not, but I guess it said that the owner's retiring.
Always going to happen in life.
Yeah.
It's surprising somebody didn't want to buy it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. It's not easy.
No, I can't imagine. And it seems like it's one of those you got to have a lot of credit to run something like that. Ooh, look at that.
Right.
I like the oversized load.
Yeah. It's all kinds of good. So many right choices they made with it. It looks like it handles like a dream. It's unreal.
Look at it. It's just like, woo! I'm a monster truck. And I break stuff.
I want to see a bicycle. It'd be so rad.
Or a donut. Cyclone.
It's so good. So good.
Yeah. Yes.
Justin is just awesome with that kind of
stuff. Did you see he was on Pastrana 199, his channel?
Yep.
On his YouTubes? I was like, hey, I know that guy.
Yep.
With me and the family were watching it. I was like, I knew he was going out there, but I didn't realize he was going to be part of their video. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. So Pat, that's how we do it. There's RCMCA, RCCMCA.
I forgot about that.
What's they've got rules and stuff that you can use. RCMCCA.
It's a good starting point.
That was it. I was right.
No.
The second time, I think. RCMCCA. It's a lot of letters. A lot of consonants is what that is.
Well, and I don't think you could do that with your
RCMCCA.
hands. Like to a song.
No. You should try
Don't
it,
try.
though.
Don't try it.
You totally could. Why wouldn't you be able to do that? The R. C,
Please don't.
M.
Okay, so
C.
speaking of you being old, and this
I
is
just
turning
did it.
into dad talk.
You guys are welcome. You can use that now as a meme.
Okay, is anyone else like cringing when they see like the fabric softener commercial to like Salt and Pepper Push It, or like that whatever other commercial to like an R. Kelly song, and you're like, really? Am I getting that old that they're like repurposing these songs now for commercials? Terrible. DMX for a freaking Chili's commercial. I know. All these things, I'm just like, oh my goodness. Please stop. I saw a funny video that says, my generation listened to drug dealer music. Your generation is listening to music that people make while on drugs. It's like, there's some levity to that. So, you watch commercials? Hey, we have this conversation whenever the family watches commercial or TV. My wife is a serial fast forwarder or skipper. And because most of the stuff we watch is, on demand or whatever. And then we miss the first 8 seconds of the intro into the next. It drives everyone crazy. My father-in-law will watch a repeat game on like 1.5x speed or like 2x speed, and then just pause the parts that are good. Can't do it. Tink, so good.
Tink, it is so good. It's so stinking good.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, summer over out there?
It's cool here.
Yeah, it dropped a lot here too. It started raining. Like, I was like, what is this? We had not like an East Coast storm or a Midwest storm, but we had like a storm come through that it was all over the news because of how many lightning strikes there were. Right. I mean, it was like lightning, like one after the other, bang, bang, bang. And it was raining so hard. We were driving from an island out here, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was raining so hard. Like just buckets and like standing water everywhere. You know, the kind of rain where it's like you have your wipers on high and you still can't see anything when a car is coming at you. Like nothing. It's just blindness. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Trying to read some of these comments here.
Just got into the hundreds.
Commercials.
Yeah.
We use the RCSA rule set, which used to be Circa Light.
Bulgir said he was wishing he had a jacket this morning in Boston.
Yeah, mornings are cool.
We've been in the high 50s overnight, which has been much cooler than we've been sitting at.
Yeah, I don't have the AC running up here right now.
Yeah. I like those Sam Adams commercials. Your cousin, or it's like, what does it say? Your cousin from Boston. Like, or whatever. Last one. I still have to put the hubs on. last one. His wheels mount so nicely.
Yeah.
They're so easy. I've never had a hard set. The hardest set to mount are the comp cut ones because they're like you got to really squish the wheel in. But for the most part, his wheels are so easy to fit. Like all the tires that I've ever had on them. RC four-wheel drive tires are a little tough because they don't have a very good bead. But like all the Pro lines or Voodoo or Hustlers or what else do I have? They all seem to mount up nicely. Super nice. So are people getting their Pro Line by the Fire builds going or what? Do people even do that stuff anymore? I feel like I haven't heard a ton about it. Instagram seems like
I
it's been
think
kind
they
of
are,
dead.
but I don't feel like the photos of the builds and stuff are they're not showing up in my feeds for
Yeah.
some reason.
I haven't seen a lot of RC stuff in my feeds in general. Yeah, I wish I could make it to one of those big events too. Pro Line by the Fire would be pretty sick. Pretty sick. Trying to think about what else is going on down here. Not a whole lot. Bull Gear's going to do a giveaway on IG.
Nice.
Whole scale banner collection.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's cool. The biggest collection out there, he says.
I bet he's got a big one.
That's cool. That would be awesome. Cool. Slater's RC said the Gauntlet's going to be his first bigger event.
It's a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Pablo and I have things to talk about
Yeah, we do.
with it after.
Man, we're supposed to have a 3-day race this weekend, and the weather's not looking like it's going to cooperate. Last weekend was a 3-day race that we didn't partake in, a dirt one. And it was that big storm that I told you about that came over overnight. At least it came over on Saturday night, and Friday and Saturday was pretty good. But I think they had to call it early on Sunday because it started late.
Okay.
And then it started late because the track was wet. And they got the track dried off. And then we had some like random squalls that came through with hail.
Mhm.
And there just wasn't enough sunlight, even though there was a little bit of wind to dry off the track. So I think they called it early, which sucks because it was a big regional race. People from all over.
That is a bummer.
Yeah.
I always hate when that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, especially for everyone that goes so far. You know what I mean? Like, it's just unfortunate, but that's sports for you.
I'm gonna put out a notice to some people. I don't know if Gems is still in here or so. We're gonna try and get some volunteers to help with the 24 scale scoring this year, so we can do it in like shifts, so nobody's stuck doing it for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Get people on like an hour shift.
That we can get out and play a little bit. Speak of the devil.
And they can run their car or multiple cars while it's open too, and not have to be waiting till the end. So, and the 18, yeah, that whole section, 18 scale and 24s. So, yep.
Did you see
I'll have my boys up there. They'll be helping, I'm sure. And then, but yeah, we want to let other people get out and do other stuff. I saw Alex had mentioned the whole video of the comps where one guy was doing the throttle and the other was doing the steering. Somebody else had sent that to me too. I could see that being a late night fun kind of little comp thing. Or we've done it too, where you put the bag over somebody's head, the brown bag. paper bag so they can't
It's not very
see,
nice.
and they have to drive, and somebody else is telling them how to drive. That's always fun.
I think it'd be fun to do a small FPV thing and like rig a car up with FPV. We did that during when we were locked down. I won't use the word
Yep.
just in case. But we did that, and I had the kids somewhere else in the yard, and then they had to drive, and we called it RC Sonic. So I put a
Harley wanted to say good night and thanks for the noise, and that Scramblers are the best 1.0 tire on the market. His parting words for everybody that can't read.
yes,
So
yeah. So that we called it RC Sonic, and we put a pin at the front of their crawler, and I put yellow balloons all around our racetrack, and they had to drive around and pop the balloons like rings with the crawler. It was a hoot. It's a pretty good time. And then we also did Easter egg hunt with the crawlers, and I put FPV on it, and they were sitting on the deck driving around looking for Easter eggs with the crawler, which was cool. I like the idea of taking shots, what everyone else is saying. Similar to that. Would be fun.
I see. I think he said Corona is an alcohol. I think he means isn't alcohol. I don't know. Slaters, I got you down. I just wrote your name down on here. I'm making a list. So Alex is going to be in town. He said this year for the Gauntlet, so that'll be good. Well, we're going to wrap here soon. We needed to get off earlier tonight.
We got some business
go
to
over
handle.
some business we got to get taken care of. But a hot one challenge. Each gate is a hotter wing.
Ooh. That's hard when you're camping, though. Not a good access to a facility. That could make us for a rough night.
Yeah. It could be bad. Hey, David, what's going on, man? Go, man, go says too easy. He's down.
Nice. I like it. I like it. Did you see Element came out with portals?
No, is that what their release was?
Yep. Harley wasn't too fond of the portal action.
I thought he loved portals.
I thought he loved Element in general. These portals come with ball bearings, though.
Do they?
Yeah.
I bet they're leaf sprung portals.
Yeah. No, they come with a kind of a universal. They basically sent you two front ends, but you can lock one. One of them's locked out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, I think that's great because then I think you don't have to buy another front axle to make four steer. It comes with all the stuff that you need right away.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd like to get a set, try them out on something. None of my cars have portals right now, so actually we have one Red Cat that has portals. I think everything else is straight axle. Oh no, my Vanquish has portals. Doesn't it? I think so. Phoenix. Don't know. But yeah, buddy.
Seeing, the Vanquish Carbon has them. They're good. They're good on that. I don't usually love them, but they are really good on that one, so I'm not going to complain there.
You're like, I can't say anything.
My other Vanquish, I'm like, no portals. I want the straight axles.
Yeah.
But here I am. Jeff Brown says he's got the Hot Ones challenge covered.
Oof.
They did that once up at Reaction. It allowed me to beat Dana, actually. So he's over here being like, too easy. Well, he lost in the comp off. He's still sucking down fire like 20 minutes after he'd had the last one.
It's funny. I can do hot stuff. I'm not a fan of it.
He says, Psh.
Touche.
I don't get to beat him often, and he had hot ones, and I beat him. So I'm just saying.
There you go.
He says too easy. I don't know. Oh, I never answered the Arctos thing because we jumped ship to talk about the Big America one.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't use it for anything. So it's one of those
that
gimmicky
6x6?
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can put another 18 scale on, which I almost never run.
But you're gonna now.
But I don't need it to drive my 18th scale anywhere because that thing can drive anywhere it wants to.
But what if they put monster truck tires on it and made it like Big America?
I like that it's kind of Unimog-ish looking, but
you're like, it's growing on me now.
it looked better in the yellow version that I saw. And actually, I want the Toucan RC Hobby Cross RC. I want the Cross RC 6x6. Now, for some reason, I searched the one, and then this popped up, and I'd rather have this.
Waiting.
I'd rather have this one.
I thought that was the one that they were talking about.
It looks kind of like that.
Mm.
The Hobby Plus Arctos. Yeah, see all these yellow. Everyone got the yellow version, but the blue one's what shows up on the picture that I pulled up from HeliDirect. And I don't like it at all. Yeah.
Nah.
The tires look meh. Everything's so high. Look at how high that back end runs. The suspension. And then you put a car on it, and look at how slammed. Winch up here, though. Does it actually, like, tilt and everything? No, it's got little tracks to drive up. Nah. Price isn't bad. But it's not me. I'm willing to say it. But I will say that the yellow one looks a lot better. So, RC Driver has a video of it here. It looks a lot better.
Should I
in
change
yellow
these
than in
wheels
blue.
or should I just sell this?
Just sell it. Hey, we should talk about selling that after you're done on here.
Because I was thinking about
You're
changing
thinking
the
about
wheels,
racing is what you're thinking about.
changing the wheels to these.
Why? Those other ones look so rad. That's pretty good. Let's show the other one. Are the other ones Spec RC?
Yeah.
No, those are so rad. Why would you get rid of those?
I wouldn't get rid of them. I
They're
just would
so mean.
put these wheels that match the body.
But they don't stand out. Like the other ones are like, yeah, I'm a tough mofo with that body.
Okay.
I mean, you do you, but
All right. That's why I was like, do I just sell it and get rid of it? And be like, I don't want to make this decision. Just
see Gear. Uncle Lee's out.
like, peace out.
Man, now I really want that Cross RC. Is Amazon really selling it? September 3rd? That's a long way away.
That's like 2 weeks.
They get very bad ratings.
Probably because it's people on Amazon buying it, being like, I got to work on this thing? Ew.
Wait, this isn't built?
This looks so menacing in the picture. It's just like, I'm going to run over you.
Yeah, it's pretty menacing.
Buy me. Buy me.
And I will crush everything in your way. Now, you should probably just put one of those wheels together and just see what it looks like.
Well, I don't want to take the wheel off or the tire off to put one of those wheels on. Why would I do that? And I don't have any unmounted tires. I don't think. None that are worthy. Got some 2.2s. What are these? Oh, those are tiny. Look at these tiny little guys. Tiny Bajas.
Yeah, they are.
Do I have four of them? I have four of them. Do I? No. Maybe.
It sounds
Got
like you're
two.
farting.
Well, I'm not. There's another one.
It really sounds like you're farting.
Why you gotta be that way? Got four of these little ones, but I don't know what I would put them on.
They're too little.
I know. I know. All right. Bless you.
Whew, I got on the mute just in time.
Sneeze.
Oh, man.
I need to get another set of these. I like these tires. The Baja or the KLRMs, the real Voodoo ones.
Yep.
These were nice.
They look good. The four-wheel version of it actually looks better, of the Cross RC JT. Why am I really looking at this?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know why you're looking at that. See, oh man, of course. As soon as I pull one thing, it's like everything falls. I could put these tires on them.
Can you just slide them over the wheel and just put it up there just so we can see what it looks like? Do you have a tire that's free?
For this?
No, for those other wheels that you have. Do you have just a tire that you can just kind of throw over them and put it up against the truck?
I'll take this one off because I only have 4 screws in the bead lock. And hold it up to the Lazarus.
Lazy. Yeah, I'm just curious what you're saying with the matching colors.
Okay, hold on.
Seems like it wouldn't stand off enough, but
But I think they would.
you know, I'm the worst at choosing tires or wheels.
Tires, yes.
Love...
I think I'm going to cut that clip and send it to Harley.
No.
You know, I'm the worst at choosing tires. You don't say.
Well, now I can cut the clip of you saying it and send it to Harley. So thanks for that. We both lose.
Now we have dirt on each other.
Mm-hmm. But I don't choose wheel sets well. Like, I always look at them like, nah, just black. I'm always going black.
See,
and then I look at other people. I'm like, man, that looks really cool. I would have never chosen it, but I really like how it is when they built it.
Yeah.
And I'll take it like this. I wouldn't have done purple wheels. I'd have still done all black.
See, I'm not a fan of all black because it doesn't show up very well on the camera. Like taking pictures.
It looks mean is what it looks, and it looks tough. And I'm tough, so okay. I'm the least not tough person, I think. So. I said that.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, that's who you think you are, Tony.
I catch myself looking at RCs I don't need all the time. Most of my basement is RCs I don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black wheels go with any color too.
I never go with chrome. I would do a color with a black ring over shiny chrome. I'll do like a dull finished like aluminum, but I don't usually go for chrome. But then he sent me these awesome wheels that color catch everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and those spec wheels,
those are amazing.
Well, you got 2 sets of specs now, don't you? One chrome and one black
on them. An outer ring is black though.
On the chrome ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the black ones I sent you are black. They're just all black, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't remember. Or no, they have red wings, don't they? No.
If they did, I replaced them.
What a jerk. So ungrateful. Okay. Let's put this one on. And like I said before, very easy to mount up on the bead. I'm only going to put a couple screws in because I don't feel like doing more.
Yeah, just 2 to hold it together.
So, one on the back. Oh, but these don't have hubs in them.
I'm just saying,
So
hold
I'll
it up to it.
Yeah. And this is a total different tire. But this tire could look cool on the Lazarus. The big bogger
He's
tire.
making excuses that it's not going to be as good as the black one. He just knows it, so he's already
No, it's the
tearing it
tire.
down.
Because this tire is like old school versus like big old sidewall versus the tires the Mickey Thompson's on there right now. Those are sick tires. Way more proportionate too. Okay. Let's get this one started.
Oh, Dana said to show the truck. I missed that. I'm going to show it.
What truck?
His cool build.
Uh,
It's the new cheat code by Maz. The skid plate on it looks. I mean, it's something that Dana would run. He's always cheating, so I wouldn't expect anything less from him.
Alex says stacks and boggers.
So while he's doing this, we'll go ahead and show you his cheetah rig.
Nice.
Look at that skid. Holy cow.
It's tiny.
Yep. And the angle is insane. Goodness gracious.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
There goes any winning in the future. All right. So they look good. But how do they look on the...
It's the lighting that sucks here, too.
The motor is insane, Dana. Look at that belly on that thing. That is a long boy.
Yeah. It's a 100% custom chassis.
I died.
Uh-oh. You didn't want your input anyway.
Ciao.
Can I get in the light enough?
It looks pretty good, actually.
I know it does.
Yeah, that's actually going to look really good on it. I would do that. That would be my first choice.
with the Pro X's, though, right?
Oh, yeah, with those tires on, for sure.
Not with the boggers.
No, they're way too big.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Next time.
Yep.
Next time we'll do it. Yeah, I think those are going to look nice. It'll be a nice change.
What did he do to the tire? I just looked at the picture. It's like...
Thanks, Brian.
Looks like he sneezed on it.
Ew.
It's like... Can you see that online?
How glossy it is?
Yeah. Fresh wash. Oh, because they were an older tire that you reused. You wanted to clean them down for the photo. Got it.
Photo shoot.
I was like, what is going on there? They're not glued. What in the... fresh wash makes sense.
Here's my son's. That's got a pretty
But
small
I see
skid.
he has really good taste in tires.
My son? Or no?
No, that's like a Dana still.
Oh,
Yeah, it's looking pretty cool.
that one's got a small skid. Very angular. Works all right. I got to do something with his shocks, though. I don't like his shocks. I just realized as we were talking, with Hobbytown going out of business, we no longer have anywhere to do 24 scale comp crawling. Well, there are some places, but it's like 2.5 hours north, and or 2 hours north, and I'm hour and 45 minutes. But I'm not gonna drive that far for.
Not if it wasn't
weeks.
a big comp or something for just 15 minutes of running. Nah.
Maybe I'll put something together this winter for our indoor racing series to do mini scale crawling. That'd be fun. That would be fun. All right. Are we going to end this or what?
Yep, let's wrap this up.
How does Armor all fare with RC tires? Makes them shiny. I use simple green, and that cleans them up and makes them look black again for the most part. And then I have Amalgam RC tire cleaner too. I need to clean my tires, but they're just going to get dirty again. I'm with you. I don't clean my crawler tires very often, just race tires. Simple green for the win. And then if you want to go an extra step, I use PB Blaster and rub that all over them, and that'll make them supple again. Later, skater. Until next time, SXT Slime brings them back. Did you hit this end button or what? Or am I just going to have to keep on riffing until it stops?
Am I hitting it?
I
I was looking at the V3 cheat code on Mass Designs right now, and they got them in stock. I got sidetracked by the in-stock nature of the V3 cheat code.
Did anyone catch the ending of the last one, or I was like, about that Harley guy?
Yeah.
Smells like beef and cheese.
Yep.
You're not
Need to get those MSNHD shirts made up. Yeah, we need to find a good screenshot of them. Anybody that has great pictures of Harley from an event or something, send them our way.